As someone who has worked for years in the field of natural health and healing, I've seen how something as simple as your evening meal can completely change the way your body heals, rests, and ages. Especially after 60, the foods you eat at night can either become your best medicine or a silent threat to your heart, brain, liver, and sleep. I want to begin by showing you two of the worst foods you could be eating for dinner. Foods that many people still believe are harmless or even healthy, but in reality are draining your vitality, disturbing your sleep, and increasing your risk of chronic illness without you even noticing. Number 1, processed meats. Let's start with processed meats. If you're eating bacon, sausages, hot dogs, or deli slices for dinner, especially on a regular basis, I need you to hear this carefully. These foods are not just salty or fatty. They're inflammatory bombs wrapped in packaging. Processed meats are full of preservatives, nitrites, and chemical additives that have been directly linked to high blood pressure, arterial damage, and even colorectal cancer. The saturated fat content is one problem, but it's the chemical curing agents like sodium nitrite that do the real damage. These compounds can form nitrosamines in your body, which are known carcinogens. And they also harden your arteries over time, raising your risk of stroke and heart attack, especially when eaten at night when your digestive system slows down. And for seniors, this risk multiplies because our ability to repair cellular damage decreases with age. Now, I know that some people say, but it's just a little sandwich or a few slices of turkey. But this little becomes a daily slow drip of toxins into your bloodstream. And when your liver is already working harder due to age or medication, the body can't flush these toxins out easily. What happens? You wake up tired, foggy, inflamed, and eventually you develop chronic conditions that no one connects back to dinner. That's why I urge you, remove processed meats from your dinner table completely. If you want meat, choose clean organic options and prepare them fresh. Number 2, white bread, pasta, and refined carbohydrates. The second food you need to eliminate from your evening meals is refined carbohydrates. That means white bread, regular pasta, white rice, and anything made with white flour. These foods might seem light, but they create heavy consequences inside your body. When you eat refined carbs for dinner, they quickly spike your blood sugar and cause your body to release a large amount of insulin. Then, just a couple of hours later, your blood sugar crashes. And this crash is what causes nighttime wakefulness, leg cramps, and even night sweats. Why does this matter? Because deep sleep is when your body repairs itself. It's when your brain detoxifies, your muscles rebuild, your immune system strengthens. But when your dinner is full of refined carbs, you get a roller coaster of sugar spikes and crashes that destroy your natural repair cycle. Over time, this leads to fatigue, muscle weakness, poor memory, and accelerated aging. You may even notice tingling in your hands or legs, not because of age, but because your nervous system is inflamed by poor blood sugar control. It's heartbreaking how many people blame age for what is really the effect of daily habits. But here's the good news. When you eliminate these foods from your dinner plate and choose smarter options, you can reset your entire healing process overnight. You'll sleep deeper, wake up clearer, and regain strength in your legs, hands, and brain faster than you thought possible. Number 3, canned soup. Canned soup might seem like a comforting, warm dinner option, especially for older adults who want something light and easy to prepare. But don't let the label fool you. Most canned soups are loaded with sodium, and that excess salt can be deadly when it builds up in the body. High sodium intake causes water retention, raises blood pressure, stiffens arteries, and overworks your kidneys. You may not feel it immediately, but over time, this creates the perfect storm for a heart attack or stroke. What's worse, many soups marketed as healthy, low-fat, or light are stripped of natural fats and nutrients, leaving behind a salty, processed liquid full of chemical preservatives, flavor enhancers, and sugars. I've met many older patients who thought their soup habit was harmless until they developed chronic edema, leg cramps, or early signs of kidney dysfunction. That's because your kidneys after 60 are not as efficient as they used to be, and excess sodium stresses them even more, reducing your body's ability to flush out waste and balance electrolytes. So, if you love soup, the solution is simple. Make your own. use fresh vegetables, bone broth, herbs, and spices. This way, you control the salt and you fuel your body with healing nutrients instead of empty sodium and chemicals. Number 4, instant noodles. Now let's talk about a dinner food that's unbelievably popular, especially when you're tired and looking for something fast and easy. Instant noodles. They're quick, they're cheap, they're filling, and they're a hidden health trap, especially if you're over 60. What seems like an innocent bowl of comfort can quietly wear down your heart, your arteries, your joints, and even your memory. Instant noodles are one of the worst foods you can eat for dinner, and here's why. First, they're made from refined white flour, wheat that's been stripped of all its nutrients, fiber, and natural oils. What you're left with is an ultra-processed, starchy food that digests too quickly and causes a blood sugar spike just like candy. When your blood sugar rises and falls sharply, your body gets flooded with insulin and stress hormones. Over time, this damages your blood vessels and increases the risk of stroke, heart attack, and inflammation in your legs and hands. And we haven't even touched the sodium content yet. A single packet of instant noodles can contain over 1,000 milligrams of sodium, often more than half of your recommended daily limit. For seniors, especially those with high blood pressure or heart issues, this much sodium in one sitting can be extremely dangerous. It puts pressure on your heart, stiffens your arteries, and causes fluid retention. That swelling in your ankles or heaviness in your legs at night, this could be the cause. And here's another point that often gets overlooked. Instant noodles offer almost no real nourishment. There's barely any protein, no healthy fats, no fiber, no minerals. It's an empty meal that fills your stomach but starves your cells. Eating like this consistently, especially at night, leaves your body undernourished while your system works overtime trying to process all the additives. That's not healing, that's stress. Now that we've looked at what to remove from your plate, let's talk about what you should be putting on it, especially at dinner time when your body's preparing for rest, repair, and deep cellular healing. After the age of 60, our organs, particularly the heart, liver, and kidneys, might become more sensitive to inflammation and oxidative stress. But thankfully, there are foods that work with your body, not against it. When eaten in the evening, they help reduce inflammation, lower stroke risk, improve blood flow to the brain and legs, and even support collagen production for your joints and skin. Number 1, steamed leafy greens. One of the best foods you can eat for dinner is a generous serving of steamed leafy greens, especially varieties like Swiss chard, kale, and collard greens. These aren't just empty vegetables. They are loaded with magnesium, calcium, potassium, vitamin K, and chlorophyll, all critical for muscle strength, heart rhythm, and vascular health. After 60, magnesium deficiency becomes one of the most common hidden problems, and leafy greens are one of the richest natural sources. Magnesium is essential for relaxing the blood vessels, which lowers your blood pressure, reduces the strain on your heart, and improves circulation to your hands and legs. If you often feel tingling, cramping, or restless legs at night, this could be your body's way of begging for more magnesium. And let's not forget the fiber content. Fiber helps cleanse your digestive tract, supports your liver, and balances blood sugar, all things that decline with age. But here's the key. Don't eat them raw at night. Raw greens can be hard to digest for some people. Instead, gently steam or sauté them in a little olive oil with garlic or herbs. This makes the minerals more bioavailable so your body can absorb them without extra effort. Over time, this simple dinner change can dramatically reduce inflammation and rebuild inner strength. Number 2, wild-caught salmon or sardines. Another powerhouse dinner food I always recommend is wild-caught salmon or sardines, especially for older adults. These fish are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, high-quality protein, vitamin D, selenium, and CoQ10. Let me explain why that's important. After 60, your risk of arterial plaque buildup increases significantly. Your blood becomes more prone to clotting, your heart works harder, and inflammation silently spreads throughout your system. Omega-3s from fatty fish are natural anti-inflammatories. They thin the blood gently, reduce bad cholesterol, improve arterial flexibility, and support brain and nerve function. If you suffer from brain fog, memory problems, or numbness in your hands or feet, you might be dealing with poor circulation and nerve inflammation. And this is exactly where these healthy fats shine. Now, I always emphasize the word wild caught, not farmed. Farmed fish are often fed unnatural diets and exposed to antibiotics and toxins that end up in your body. Choose clean sources whenever possible. If you can't find wild-caught salmon, sardines in olive oil are an affordable and excellent alternative, especially since they contain soft bones full of calcium, perfect for maintaining bone density after menopause or andropause. And best of all, the combination of healthy fats and quality protein at dinner helps stabilize your blood sugar overnight, improves sleep quality, and supports muscle repair while you rest. This isn't just about feeling good in the short term. It's about rebuilding strength and protection that your body desperately needs after 60. Number 3, lentils and legumes. I know legumes like lentils, chickpeas, mung beans, and black beans might seem too heavy for dinner, but when prepared properly, they can be a miracle food, especially for those over 60. Let me explain. Lentils are rich in plant-based protein, fiber, and complex carbohydrates that release energy slowly. They won't spike your blood sugar like refined carbs. Instead, they keep your energy stable through the night. This is crucial, especially if you struggle with midnight wake-ups or restless legs, issues that are often tied to blood sugar crashes. They also contain magnesium, potassium, and folate, nutrients that support heart health, circulation, and muscle relaxation. In fact, if you're experiencing tingling hands or weak legs, these minerals can help ease those symptoms by improving nerve function and boosting blood flow. Now here's the key. Legumes must be soaked well, at least 8 to 12 hours, and cooked thoroughly. This reduces compounds called lectins and phytic acid, which can irritate digestion. I often recommend adding warming spices like cumin, coriander, or bay leaf while cooking, which make them gentler on the stomach. A warm bowl of lentil stew with a drizzle of olive oil and a side of steamed greens or a few slices of avocado, that's a dinner your body will thank you for. Number 4, cooked pumpkin or butternut squash. This one surprises many people. Pumpkin and its cousin butternut squash are more than just seasonal foods. They are deeply healing, especially for seniors. They're soft, naturally sweet, and incredibly easy to digest. Their orange color tells you they're rich in beta-carotene, a powerful antioxidant that your body converts into vitamin A. This vitamin is essential for vision, skin repair, immune strength, and mucosal health, especially important as we age and our defenses weaken. But what I love most about pumpkin and squash is their gentle effect on the gut and nervous system. They have a natural calming quality. Their fiber content soothes the digestive tract, supports bowel regularity, and feeds good gut bacteria, something most seniors are lacking due to years of stress, antibiotics, or processed food. They're also a great source of potassium, which helps relax muscles and lower blood pressure, supporting a calmer heart rate as you sleep. And because they're low in calories and high in satisfaction, they help with healthy weight maintenance, which becomes harder with age. You can steam them, bake them, or mash them with warming spices like cinnamon or nutmeg. I often add a touch of coconut oil or olive oil for better absorption of nutrients and to give it that comforting, creamy texture. So if you've been struggling with poor sleep, digestive discomfort, or a racing heart after dinner, try including a serving of pumpkin or squash. It's like a gentle hug from the inside. As we come to the end of this important conversation, I want to leave you with a thought that has guided me for years. The body doesn't need perfect food, it needs food that supports life. And especially after 60, when our systems are more delicate and our energy more precious, every bite we take can either feed healing or silently contribute to decline. Think about it this way. Dinner is the last message your body receives before it goes into rest and repair mode. If that message is full of refined sugars, processed oils, heavy meats, or artificial ingredients, then the body can't rest. It has to work overtime to process, detox, and recover from damage. That's not rest, that's stress. But if that final message is gentle and supportive, like a plate of cooked vegetables, legumes, wild salmon, or pumpkin stew, the body takes a deep breath. It receives nourishment, not inflammation. It absorbs minerals instead of chemicals. It calms the heart, soothes the nervous system, and begins healing. I've worked with so many older adults over the years who thought their aches, brain fog, poor sleep, or heart palpitations were just old age. But when we cleaned up their dinner habits, when we replaced heavy toxic foods with simple healing meals, they started to feel alive again. Not younger necessarily, but stronger, clearer, more at peace in their own bodies. Now, I'm not saying it's easy. We all have routines. We all have comfort foods. But we have to ask ourselves, are these foods giving us comfort now, only to cost us dearly later? If you've been waking up tired, feeling bloated at night, struggling with your legs, your circulation, or even your heart, don't ignore it. Start with small changes. Cut out one harmful food. Add in one healing dinner. Let your body speak to you, and you'll be amazed at how it responds. You're not too old to change. You're not too late to heal. And dinner, of all meals, is the one you can start improving tonight. So here's my invitation to you. Go to your kitchen with fresh eyes, read labels, ask questions, and most of all, honor your body enough to feed it like it matters, because it does. You still have so much life ahead of you. Let your food support that life. Thank you for spending this time with me. Stay well, stay wise, and most importantly, stay nourished.